Broncos. Let's keep it moving here. Kenneth Walker, a guy that I'm actually torn about. I have him in that 2-player keeper league that we were just talking about. But Pete Carroll recently came out and said that expect him to see 17 touches per game. Right now, he's currently going. He has slid.
He knows exactly how many touches.
Well, I know, right? Like, again, take all this with a grain of salt. It's July, folks. But, he's like right there at the beginning of the 4th round. And just think, if they didn't draft Zach Charbonnet, this guy's a first-round pick. He's a first-round pick.
I mean, he might be the RB Dynasty 1.
But you go out and you spend a second-round pick on another running back, people get a little hot and heavy, and they tend to move in the other direction and fade a guy like Kenneth Walker. So with that being said, going in the 4th round right now, I'm looking for other running backs in that area. Jahmyr Gibbs, rookie for the Detroit Lions, going about 3 picks ahead of him. And then right behind him, we have a guy like Aaron Jones, who's going about 3 picks behind him. Are you afraid of Kenneth Walker going into 2023? If so, and before you answer that, Jacob, and people are listening, we talk about this stuff because, I just said it. Jahmyr Gibbs, 3 picks ahead of him. Aaron Jones, 3 picks behind him. When you draft certain players, especially position players, it changes how the rest of your draft goes, right? Maybe you're loading up on running backs. That's fine, sure. But sometimes you might pivot. Oh, I just got my second running back. Let's go. Time to target a wide receiver of value. Maybe one of those top 5 QBs is still there in the 4th round. Maybe one of the best tight ends is still there, which that's a different strategy, and I won't talk about that because I hate drafting tight ends in the middle rounds. But anyways, what are your thoughts on Kenneth Walker going into 2023?
Man, this is crazy because, all right, I have Kenneth Walker in one of those Apex Dynasty leagues, right? Before the draft, I was getting monster offers for Kenneth Walker, offers that I might have been called crazy for denying. Honestly.
Don't live in the past, Jacob.
No, I'm giving some perspective of how much his value has changed.
Fair,
so
totally fair.
Just straight up, anything I wanted, I could have got for Kenneth Walker, basically, sort of Mahomes or something like sort of a premier quarterback in Superflex, right? So now then they draft Charbonnet. No, I can't even get anything for Kenneth Walker anymore. It's crazy. But here's the thing. I believe in his talent. I really believe in his talent. I think he's going to be all right. He's just not going to be that locked-in top 5 RB1 that we all were hoping for. The thing that worries me the most is that we see a player like Jonathan Taylor, right? Who's not known for his pass catching abilities, but because he gets the time to work on it and develop and get better in the games.
And he's the only guy there.
He's the only guy there. So they got Nyheim Hines out of there. He was able to develop his pass game and become a better pass catcher. Zach Charbonnet is a really good pass catching running back. Why would they put Kenneth Walker in on 3rd downs on passing situations when they already have Zach Charbonnet, who Pete Carroll absolutely loves as well and is hyping up through the roof? Mm-hmm. It's this is going to stunt Kenneth Walker's growth as a receiving back and as a back overall. So you went from a guy who could possibly be an RB1 for the next 4 years, meaning possibly be the RB1 for the next 4 years, to now it's damn, we're lucky if he's a low end RB1. Yeah. Because he's going to have Charbonnet. And it's really interesting because fantasy people, they care about this so much. But Pete Carroll's he doesn't care at all. He wants the best for his team to win. And it makes sense. We can't blame him for doing that. So it's very interesting. It's very interesting.
Realistic football comes first. We all know that. We can't be that mad about it. But one thing I will say is I still think that team is going to run the ball 25 to 30 times a game. And that's what gives me hope for a guy like Kenneth Walker.
I mean,
is he the guy that gets the goal line touches? Fair. Is he the guy that gets the middle of the field touches? Those all play a factor.
Charbonnet's pretty big too. So
I know. Anyways, let us know your thoughts down in the comments, what you think about Kenneth Walker and the new addition, Zach